Welcome back to another episode. I know it's been a minute since my last update. So the reason for that is because it has rained and rained and rained and rained and rained some more and rained some more. And honestly, I just haven't been able to get outside. The only time I've been able to really get outside in the garden is just to pick some of the fruit that needed to be harvested. But I just wanted to go give you an update about what everything looks like. You've kind of seen what it looked like earlier this month. But this is on the tail end of the month. I'm trying not to just do gardening updates just once a month. I want to do a little bit more intentional videos, but because of the rain, it's been hard to do that. So let me take you around the garden, show you a little bit, maybe do a little bit of harvesting as well. So we're actually going to start on this side of the yard. So the garden is behind me, but I do have a little bit of extra over here. So this is where the peaches, the peach tree, and the two plum trees are. And so I don't have any peaches or the other plums, but as you can see, I do have some plums that are starting to ripen. I mean, you can see how much rain we've gotten. Some of them have split. Unfortunately, oh, look at that. This is live on camera. I haven't seen that yet. Looks like we have a ripe plum. So I'm gonna probably pick that here shortly. That's awesome. I just first time seeing that. It turned quick. So hold my excitement there. We have the peach tree right there. That's what it looks like now. I gotta really zoom out just to get a good shot of that, but that's it now. And then that's the other plum over there. Now, since then, I have taken some time to put a little bit of more fertilizer down in the rings around the bases. And what I did was I just had some garden tone that I put out there on almost all the peach trees, and then and all of the fruit trees, and then pushed the mulch back over it. And then over here we have our pink-eyed purple hull peas, whole row over here. It's now getting that full sun, which is what it needed to begin with. So this is this side of the garden right here. Since all the rain has come through, I can finally get outside, finally seeing some sunshine, but I think there is still some more rain in the forecast. But that's this side. Now over here on this side of the garden, we do have the cucumber archway that is slowly creeping its way up. Now I have harvested 3 cucumbers now. I think I have a couple more that I can grab. And I've honestly just made some fridge pickles. I learned how to do that. This one's ready, needs to come off. It's starting to get a little bit yellow right there. And that's pretty much your indicator that you're kind of letting it go too long. At least that's from my understanding, that once it gets like that, it needs to come off immediately. So good growth on these, as well as on this side right here. That'll be my 4th cucumber actually. So there's that. Okra looks incredible. In fact, we're getting a flower right there, and I might have a lot more okra than I anticipated. And you know what? That's okay. We can chop it up, freeze it, whatever we need to do. Here's the coreopsis that is blooming right there. Then I planted a black-eyed Susan that I grew from seed. That's right there, and it is starting to bloom, actually. Getting there. Some zinnias. Same thing over here. Some zinnias. Coreopsis is blooming, and one of these has bloomed. I'm not sure how to combat the tall legginess of it. It just grew like this. Now, it wasn't intentional. That's the only one that's done that for some strange reason. And it gets full sun, so not sure what that's about. More okra. Move over here to our tomatoes. This is the tomato bed that was planted last. So we have some marigolds in the middle, some basil, and then some different varieties of tomatoes in this bed. This bed has a mix of things that I do need to stake, as you can see. More pink high purple whole peas. This whole row right here looking glorious, in my opinion. I recommend growing those. More tomatoes, Roma tomatoes. We are going to get a harvest of those soon. Check this basil out. We got some lemon basil. It's starting to flower. Ignore that. I've been neglecting that duty mainly because of the rain, but I'll take care of that. Here's a tomato right there, ready. I mean, we are loaded down with Roma tomatoes all through here, as you can see. There's some more that they're at that breaker stage. And that breaker stage basically means that it's starting to turn orange, and I could technically pick this right here. It's ripe, ready to be eaten. And then you could just break it off, put it this side upside down on your counter, and just let it continue to ripen. So that was ready. Marigolds, basil, more Roma tomatoes. Yeah, see, that's a good indication right there. It's kind of in that breaker stage. All that. There's that. Then we move on to squash. I have gotten a good amount of squash, not as much as I would have anticipated with 4 plants. I think the bugs are getting me again. Yeah, look at that. That's just the reality. Growing stuff. It's unfortunate, but you know, that's part of life. We got some more all over here. And then here we have on this side the snap beans that are honestly almost ready. Probably give it a week or two, and these will have sized up, ready to be picked, ready to go. Some of them are already ready to pick now. Some snap beans, that's probably ready. Maybe a few more days. But this whole, both this right here and this right here, ready to be picked. And then peppers. We've got some peppers galore. And honestly, I've harvested a good amount. Peeking through here, some bales right there. There's a bale, some more. Just kind of going through here, bales. Now here's something that was interesting. This plant snapped at the base, and we had some of that, much of that rain and that wind come through, and I tried to save it, but honestly, when you're into gardening like this is my 2 cents, is there's no point in saving this. Just chop it down, because like I'm not gonna benefit from that, so I'm probably just gonna pull that up. Yeah, and then we got some more bales. I haven't really looked. Oh, look at that, there's a good one. Jalapenos galore, more jalapenos. Let's see here, let's go around here. Banana peppers, more banana peppers, habaneros like something crazy. Got one that's turning, and then serranos here at the end. As you see, I got a lot of peppers, but that's kind of this side of the garden. Let me get a good shot of this. Let's see here. How about that? That is this part of the garden right there. The sun was really blasting down on me, so I got in a little bit more shady spot. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite parts of the garden. Honestly, it's a new addition I did with the blueberries. I'm very well pleased with how it's turned out, how it's growing, how it looks. I'm just stoked with that. So I'm going to show you that now with the strawberries and the blueberries. So we've seen this. This is the strawberry patch that was planted in between the blueberry bushes that we've done. But as you see, it has really filled out. I know I'm supposed to pinch some of these off the runners and just let it be. But honestly, I don't care. I know it kind of helps direct energy to the fruit, but in reality is I don't need. I don't really care that much. So I'm just letting it run wild, filling in this entire space just for the heck of it, because I like strawberries. I want more plants. I'm not really focused on fruit production at the moment. As you see, I mean, it is flowering, it is putting out fruit, but that's not my intention at all. As you see, it's just throwing out runners, and I'm just gonna let it. All the way over here, we've got runners. Now these might get pulled, but I may transplant them, move some around, let it go. But that's the strawberries. That's the strawberry patch that has filled in really nicely here. And then we have the blueberries. Like I said, I am 100% thrilled with how I've done these blueberry bushes. Um, they look good. We've had some harvest on it. I might actually eat one right here. So these are the varieties, or these are the plants and the bushes, but they have done incredible. You can see the amount of growth that has spurred on just from proper fertilization, doing it consistent basis, and then as a result, we get blueberries right there. And these are so good. I really like tart, and those are tart. Big fan of that. And that's it. Here's a little bit of a bonus shot of that circle bed that was in the ground. Here's the Mexican sunflower and some zinnias and marigolds. As you see, all of the rain and the sunshine has really made that grow. And this is what they look like. It's got one bloom on it. That's what it looks like right now. Cool. Then some zinnias. I've seen a bunch of butterflies recently, just out here chilling. That's that. So that's pretty much it with this update. Like I said, it's the end of May. We're going into June. Uh, as we progress, I really do want to do more targeted content, specifically how I'm flipping this bed, what I'm planting in this bed, how I'm amending this bed before I do any planning out. I really want to get to more targeted things. So hopefully in the next video, I will be potentially flipping these two beds right here. Hopefully we'll have the snap beans harvested and I can show you how I'm going to transform them, change everything up, and potentially do another round of those or something else. So thanks for watching. Again, maybe in the next video it'll be a specifically more targeted thing, but that's it. That's all from the garden.